Welcome to the KYC podcast.
Keeping you consistent.
What is happening, KYC? Welcome back to the KYC podcast. We're hoping you had an amazing week. Today's topic is environment and how environment can play a major part in consistency.
Yes, environment's everything when it comes to consistency. It's affected us in the past, myself, Tom included. I'm sure if you really delve deep into your own personal lives, environment would have been a big impact on why you have, why you haven't, or why you are contemplating getting started in whatever journey you are doing.
Yeah, like, it's mad what you said, because it's a very thin line. Like, environment can easily cross that line of just being ignorant versus you ended up in arguments with people.
Yeah.
Because you could basically be like, well, I'm doing this, but you're making it difficult. It's like, how am I making it difficult? When I'm trying to be active and productive and I just see you sat in the same chair all day, it almost seems like you never move. You don't...
Yeah.
Mate, you got to think about it. I've experienced that in my personal situation. I don't know whether you've experienced that in your personal situation.
There's been times in life.
When I used to live at my old man's, it's what it felt like. Obviously not him, because, you know, his health situation doesn't allow that.
Yeah.
But when you see people who have the capabilities to do so much more than they do, but they don't,
Yeah.
and you're one of those types of people that wants to be driven, you want to be doing stuff, but then you keep noticing the environment around you where nothing's happening, it messes you up. It really does.
It's a very big... I don't know, it's not like a deterrent, because I am a big advocate of like, shit, I'm doing it anyway. But at the same time, being in some scenarios, because I was in a environmental shift a few years back, where everything seemed to have just imploded in my life. Environment was very tight, compact. There's a whole lot of things going on in my life that changed the outcome of my life. Not just like what's going on now, it'll pass. It's changed the outcome. There's certain things in life where it's like, you have things in life where it's situational based. Okay, this situation sucks. I'm in the process of this, or I'm at work. We've got a fucking busy period. This situation sucks ass. My environment is bullshit right now, but it'll get better at this time, or it'll get better in a week, or things will just even out. But then there's stuff in environment where things happen in life where there's unforeseeables, like family members pass away, you give birth to family members, that changes your life entirely. There's a stone that's been pulled out of the mountain that's never going to get that crater filled again. That crater is just constantly going to be there, and them environment shifts are the ones that really impact you, because it not only impacts, it can either impact you in a negative way, which is like, fuck life, I'm done, it sucks, or it can charge you for the positive.
It's mad, actually, because that's a really good point. I think what you're getting at more or less there is when things happen that have a change that you can't technically escape from.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you have a child is present in your
Yeah,
life. Now,
that's it.
I suppose with child you can escape from it, but that's not really something you should do.
No.
You don't want to be like a deadbeat parent,
Definitely
whether
not.
dad or mom. But say, for example, loss of family member.
Yeah.
Family member gone.
Yeah.
That's never something you can change. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
bring
it.
them back from the
Yeah,
dead.
yeah.
That's it. It's happened, and that will definitely affect your mentality moving forward. It's a memory that you can never remove.
Yeah.
You know, it's always going to be there. So there's always going to be certain times of the year, whether it's their birthday or the day that they passed, where
Christmas as well. That's a big
the
one.
things are going to get brought up. But I think that's another thing that makes our situation very unique, because our attitudes and personality probably save each other more than we realise.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, Saturday, easily our most productive day.
100%.
Not even like our most productive day, but my most productive day personally
Yeah.
is Saturday.
Yeah.
It's when I'm with the one person who is reflecting all of the energy to be driven, to be motivated, to get something done. That's where it's like, if, say for example, even if we link in the morning, I've had a terrible night's sleep, but you've had a solid night's sleep, and you've come to me with all that energy. It's just like, yo, man, I'm stoked today, man. We've got these episodes to record. I'm ready to get cracking. And then even if we're doing each other favours, all that energy it gets poured into you. And
That's it, man.
You
It's
reflect
addictive.
you reflect your environment.
Exactly that.
If you're surrounded by people who want to achieve, you know, and genuinely want to achieve, not say they want to achieve, and they show you that they want to achieve through their actions, you just it's like a drug.
It is. It's addictive. That's why, like, there's a quote like, you reflect the 1 in 5 people you're around.
Yeah.
Like you'll become 1 out of 5 that you're most around in your life. So if you're around a friendship group that do nothing but go out partying, not look after their lives, that's what you're gonna be, guaranteed. Whether it's now or never.
Well, no, it would be, in that situation, it will usually go down one of two lines. Either, like what you said, you'll reflect that, you'll end up being that, or you won't cave into the pressure and you end up walking away from it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the point I was gonna make. Like, if you're not happy in whatever environment you're in, do things to change it. And if it's that you're one out of 5 of your friends that are trying to get their life driven and focused and work towards goals, you definitely need to just go. Like, there's no point in staying around somewhere, because all you're doing at that point, like in friendship groups I'm on about, all you're doing in that point is just prolonging your strive to success, in my opinion. Because, like, I've been around friends where they're doing nothing but they're an anchor, they're dragging me down, my ship is going in one direction and they're just dragging weight behind. And reality is, yeah, as soon as I went off, did my own thing, focused on my own, got better, man, them people are still in the same position where I left them at.
And don't get me wrong, you know, we're not doing this to shit on people.
No.
You know, obviously people who do like engage in recreational drugs or active partying,
Yeah,
we're not there to crap on that lifestyle. What we're trying to say is that if you're the type of person who wants to wake up and be that 1% better, be more productive, and, you know, be surrounded by people with similar drives, unfortunately, this is not the environment you want to be in.
No, that's it.
You have to leave, and you need to find an environment similar to what we have, where you're going to find people who are like, oh, wow, you're working on these projects. Yo, tell me about it. I want to know more about it. And it's driven. Like what you said, when you're waking up every day and you're trying to move your ship towards that goal, and you're being held back by people who have no interest in improving their lives. They say it themselves. They say it through their words. They say it through their actions. You know, the only way to detach from that is to cut the anchor loose.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, the people that are pulling you, like creating drag, essentially, if you was to rip the chain off the anchor, leave the anchor where it is, guarantee you 5 years down the line, you're going to be at the Paradise Island where the ship's coasted to. You're going to still see that anchor in the same position.
Yeah.
Facts.
But obviously, like, in that situation, you never want to look back.
No.
It's the same again, like, what we're going to emphasize this. We're not trying to shit on anybody. Okay, we would love for everyone to be more consistent, but unfortunately, there are some people out there. I know some of them personally.
They are. When you think about it,
they have no interest.
They're consistent in just being lazy.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Obviously, you know, well done in that aspect. But there are some people out there that just don't want to do it.
No, that's it.
You know? And it's the same as like complacent people who are happy with their 9-to-5 job, their 4 holidays a year. There's nothing wrong with that. But if that's not what you want, if that's not the vision you have for your future, you're like, no, I want to be financially free. I want to be financially independent. I want to have my freedom. I don't want to wake up every day and go to a 9-to-5 where I have no real care or passion for that job. If you don't want to be that, surrounding yourself with people who are satisfied with that type of lifestyle is not going to benefit you, and it will drag you down.
100%. We're just talking about life experiences, what benefited ourselves moving forward on this consistency journey to try and better ourselves individually. Now, the only person that can decide whether that's the best move or the worst move is you as an individual. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and make that tough decisions where you want to see yourself going, and other people that are around you there to help you get there, to push you up the mountain, or they there and you're pulling them up the mountain. Because realistically, if they're dead weight and they're not going to go up the mountain themselves, you need to let go. And as hard as that is, some people, I've been there, it's not easy to just say, I've got to go this alone. But sometimes in scenarios you have to, and to benefit you. And a real friend would know that. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I think in that aspect, what's getting at is when you have to look at it like, if you really want the passion that you're driving for,
Yeah.
okay, but you know you're being held back,
Mm-hmm.
and you're fighting that battle of, do I want to let go of this friendship, or do I want to, let go of my passion? Which one do you think you're gonna regret in 5-10 years?
That's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
know?
and
Because
plus
in
as well.
5-10 years as well, you're probably still gonna have that passion,
Yeah.
and you're gonna sit there and think, I've lost 5 or 10 years of progress that I could have made towards this.
Yeah.
Whilst, am I in a friendship environment that hasn't changed in 5 or 10 years?
Yeah, that's it. And
You know?
realistically, if the people you're around, you spitball the ideas to them, because you do, you fucking mates, you're chilling. We've done it.
Yeah, 100%.
You're literally throwing suggestions out. It's the people like myself and Tom, mates wise, to me and other people I've known in the past. Like, they're the biggest difference. Me and you had that thing where it's like, yo, that'd be cool. When we starting, we're right on it. The people that
I think what you're looking for in that is honesty. So, realistically, if you've taken some time to think of a solid idea, you've actually thought about it, you've done a bit of research into it, and then you pitch it to your friends, and immediately it gets shut down. It's just like, nah, it's stupid.
oh yeah, fuck it, I ain't got time for that, or can't be bothered.
Yeah, that's when you've got to sit there and think to yourself.
These are my people.
Yeah, like this idea is genuine. Like, I don't know why they're not seeing it. And what you're essentially seeing then is laziness.
Yeah.
Because they might, in the back of their head, be like, yo, that is actually a pretty solid idea, but that's going to take a lot of work.
Yeah.
Hard work is what gets you all those things you want, the freedom, the financial freedom, the time freedom, the lack of pressures, you don't need to, you remove the stresses of financial burden.
Yeah.
That's what hard work gets you.
Exactly.
Laziness isn't going to get you that.
No.
And so when you pitch amazing ideas to people, you want to keep an eye out for the people that are actually going to be like, whoa, hold on a minute, that's pretty solid. You might be onto something. Because these are the people that are actually there. They might take an interest and actually help you get started on that.
Exactly, and don't get me wrong, we're not trying to say like, oh, you need to pitch every idea to your friend. Value comes from your friends just being your friends. Like, we've had periods in our life and seasons where we've either not spoke for a little while, or you've gone off and done certain things, I've gone off and done my own projects. But essentially, it ain't about, we've always been in contact, because even if we're doing completely different things, the only reason that we're obviously together is because we've got this trajectory at the same time. Realistically, even if you was doing this on your own and I had no interest, doesn't mean to say that I'm not going to be supportive of Tom. I would be probably behind the camera helping him anytime I can, because that's what a real person that you want to be lingering around is. It's the person that's not only going to be, you ain't got to have a group of friends that are all going to be in it at the same time or try and work on the same business as you. You just need the people that are interested in, you go to a meal with them, you say, what you been working on lately? I've been doing this, this, and this. You don't want to hear back, that's a bit crazy, isn't it? That's hard work. That sounds too hard.
Yeah, you want to...
What have you been doing all week? I've just been playing games, chilling, smoking weed, doing whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, now I've wasted this meal then. In my opinion, this is how I feel. It's like, man, now I've wasted an hour out of something that I could have been productive on what I want to do in life, instead of come and chill with you because I thought you was my friend. But then the flip side is, you could have a mate that goes for that meal. Oh, what you been working on this week? Oh yeah, I've been starting this, I've been doing this. Man, that's crazy. You know what I've been doing? I've been doing this, this, and this. And then you're feeding off energy.
Yeah.
It's like, man, then it becomes like a friendly competition. It's like, man, shit, you got all that done this week, shit, man.
Obviously competition's a good word, but I think it's like, it's like healthy competitive drive.
Exactly.
You see your friend succeed, and then he's talking to you, maybe even offering you some advice that he's doing, and it's like, yo, I'm going to put this in there, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit because I think this might work better.
Yeah.
And then when it does work better, you offer the same advice backwards and forwards.
Like mentors, isn't it? It's like a mentor. When people in business say, oh, you need to get attached to a mentor that's better than you, because not only it gives you a healthy insight and competition of where you want to end up, but they've already cut the grass. They've already carved that trail. It's like
passion for learning, though, isn't it? So those people out there that don't like the thought or feeling of feeling dumb or unintelligent, they're always going to struggle, because it's like when someone's offering you a golden nugget of advice and you're just like, fucking hell, that's not going to work. You just shut down ideas. You're not open to growth.
No, exactly.
Because of your own ego.
Yeah.
That's not what you should be. I will go into any environment surrounded by people who are driven, as humble as can be. If I get told 85% of things that I'm already aware of, you know, I want to be grateful for the advice, but there's a good chance 15% of that I'm going to be like, that's a key right there. So the other thing in reference to environment is you don't need a lot of people.
Oh, no.
Like our environment just consists of me and you.
Yeah. Obviously, like living,
Like in terms of
living
in
environment
terms
is
of
different.
the driving.
Yeah, the drive.
There's not like an entire community established around about our business
Yet.
Yeah, eventually, 'cause that's what KYC is going to be. But right now, the way that we do it, our Saturday's linked up to me and you.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just a bouncing off that singular energy, whether we make phone calls on throughout the week, talking and planning for the weekend, or when we're here on the weekend. You don't need to surround yourself with 20, 30 people of like-minded. Don't get me wrong. I would say in that situation, the more is better because you get more perspectives. You might hear something from this guy. You might hear something from this girl. You'll hear loads of different things, and that information is value to you.
100%.
You know, that's what you need to be taking away. That's why one of the worst things you can hear from people who you think might benefit your environment is that I ain't got time for that. You know?
Yeah, it drops a massive spanner in the works for yourself when you hear that.
If it's a justifiable reason as to why something wouldn't work, it's great. But, you know, I ain't got time for that is kind of just like, especially because then the first thing I'm going to do is look at your life, evaluate your situation, be like, I know you've got free time. So if you ain't got time for that, what are you doing in that spare time?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's just going to be like,
yeah.
That's what it's going to be. So
That's exactly it. And yeah, like you could literally just say screen time. What screen time you got? It's like 5.5 hours. By the time they go to bed, probably 9.
Yeah.
Okay, there's your time, right?
Yeah, literally 9 hours. So as a final touch on environment, I cannot remember who said it. I'm crap with these names, but someone said it on another podcast. He says the most dangerous type of person is a lazy, ambitious person.
Yeah.
These are the types of people that aren't willing to go out there, do the research, do the work. But if you pitch them a good idea, there's a good chance they'll try and steal it.
Yeah,
You know?
potentially.
And so this is another thing, to be aware of your environment. You know, if you are surrounded by people who it does on the outside appear that they are driven and, you know, passionate about being better, next you do have to look at their behaviors. Look at how they choose to live their lives. Are they doing research? Are they putting in the time? Are they putting in the effort? Are they putting in the work? And then this is where, if you do see that, you'll be like, yeah, this is someone I could genuinely, you know, I could share my energy with and get energy and inspiration from them. That's essentially the type of message that we want to send here.
Exactly.
You know, if you're sat there pondering a potential great idea for your own future and you're hesitating to hit the gas pedal, you know, send us an email. If you don't want the idea to be known because you think it's quite unique, send us an email. We'll offer you the support.
Yeah.
You know?
Everything related to feedback to us or contact information in the description, or reach out to us over a comment and we'll get back to you on that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll always reach back out. We want to make sure, as long as the audience is not going to go through the roof, we will always dedicate time to get in touch with as many people as possible on this channel and other channels, because that's a big advocate of us, isn't it?
Yeah, the main focus of KYC is support, is helping people stay consistent.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest ways you do that, as this topic has suggested, is an environment. And we will be that environment that is never just going to shut you down or make it feel like your idea is not worth it. If your idea doesn't seem feasible, we will put our 2 cents forward as to why we think that. But at the same time, I'm always going to say, there have been plenty of business entrepreneurs out there who've been told that this won't work and they've blown it out of the water.
Yeah.
So if you genuinely believe that any idea that you're working on or any passion or project that you have that you want to get started on, never feel that it's not achievable.
And remember, this community is going to be that like-minded community that even whatever's going on around you, you can come in, bubble, pitch stuff, just talk about stuff, get inspired. Even if you want to read through the Discord when we set up the comments, we're hoping that reading one comment on the channel or watching one of our videos is going to give you the ignition to get at least through the day and keep inspired, and then you can come back tomorrow and watch it all over again.
Yes, sir, evergreen content.
That's the one. And yeah, as for your environment, ladies and gentlemen, you control your life. Do not let anyone else take it for granted and take it for you. You're the one that's in control of your own life. You only get one of them. make the most of it while you can, and do not waste your inspiration on people that are just sucking it out of them. Always give it to people that are igniting it and putting fuel to it. That's the main thing out of this channel.
Tell yourself every day when you wake up, let's get it.
Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the subscribe button if you're interested. We're about to change the lives of 1 million people.
Absolutely. Make sure you comment down below, as Sheza said, everything. Now, I don't want to go through this every time, but comment everything. We are here to offer support and motivation to all the people out there that want to be that 1% better every day.